Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and the layout update for June. If you want to follow along, hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon to be notified when I post future videos. This month, I mainly focused in on two projects. The main project being the custom photo backdrop and the first and second layers of scenery in this corner section. The scenery is a base layer of Scenic Express fine and medium dirt, a mix of Woodland Scenic's medium and light green 4mm static grass, Woodland Scenic's bushes, and a bunch of various Martin Wilberg products. I still need to add trees and do some additional scenicking in some spots. I plan to add some ivy on the rock wall, plant some additional weeds in the back next to the wall, and also add more ground foam under the rocks. But I won't get to that until I've planned out a bit more of what the area toward the front of the layout will look like. And to state the obvious, it all needs to be ballasted as well. The second project I focused on this last month was the terminal building. I painted it and gave a few highlights to individual bricks, gave the whole thing a mortar wash, installed the windows, doors, and roll-up loading doors, and added the little sign at the end with transfer decals. I've decided to name the terminal after the first street that my wife and I lived on when we got married, which seemed rather fitting. I still need to paint and detail the roofs, add in the underside roof supports, construct the deck, and weather the kit. One modification I'm going to make is to use the builder's in-scale laser-cut deck planking in place of the plastic decking material that came with the kit. It's the same material that I used to make the dock for the seafood scratch build. Another modification that I made to the kit was the concrete caps. The ones that came with the kit were a bit out of scale for my taste, so I cut some styrene strips and used those instead. I'd like to eventually add some lighting in the office portion of the kit to bring it more to life. Next to the terminal building, I also glued down and painted the 3-inch extension track to add some length to the spur. I gave this the same paint steps as the rest of the layout. Before I did everything in the terminal area, I had to finalize how the harbor walls would lay. It took a day or two, but I decided on how I wanted it to look, and I glued in filler pieces of foam and covered the majority of it with cork. I moved around a few of the building kits, and here's the final resting place for this section. I finally got to painting the Walthers Kitbash I've been working on. The project stalled out 7 months ago because there were a few other things I needed to tackle with the layout before continuing. I just finished up part 2 of the build, and I'll put a link to that video in the corner. I still need to do some touch-up work, but having it to this stage has already made a world of difference in the overall feel of this corner. In the last update, I mentioned having issues with a locomotive and a decoder. I haven't gotten around to that project just yet, and I greatly appreciate everyone's suggestions as to what I should try. I have a long list to work through, and I'm hoping to get that whole project up and running by next month, so stay tuned for updates on that. I think that's it for this month. I hope everyone is staying healthy and safe. Thank you to everyone tracking along with the progress of the layout. We'll see you next time.